Well, we're seeing different sets of challenges for investors and, entrepreneurs. For investors, unlike ESG, impact really differs across portfolios, even when investors have just a singular focus on one impact vertical: healthcare, education, climate. These are massive verticals, right? And so even focused on just one, there can be so many different metrics across a portfolio because each company is approaching climate adaptation or mitigation differently. So this is one major challenge I'm seeing investors grapple with pretty consistently. So you can ask about funding. You can ask even about energy usage or greenhouse gas emissions, consistently, job creation across all portfolio companies. But when it comes to actual impact, the metrics are a bit more specific. And so that's a big challenge. And investors, I think as a whole, there's a consensus that they don't want to overburden portfolio companies, right? And so how do we get to, attribution, impact level insights without asking too much of portfolio companies? And so we try to make impact measurement as lightweight and as valuable for portfolio companies as we possibly can. And then on the portfolio company side, around the world, there are varying degrees of familiarity with impact concepts, right? Some variability even within a theory of change, right? Some companies design a theory of change, but sort of struggle with implementing it, or, want to sort of measure every single impact metric possible, imaginable, and get overwhelmed and paralyzed, or don't even know where to begin. And so it's really a process. And our job, I think, as practitioners is to meet folks where they are and help them evolve. Whether they have years of primary impact data and they're pretty sophisticated when it comes to this and they're really trying to sort of streamline and outsource, or whether they're just getting started and they're not sure where to begin. They've never even heard of the concept of a theory of change. And I think, I'm starting to see greater awareness of the importance and business case of impact measurement and management, but I think it's going to take time for people to really start normalizing their understanding and awareness of the application of these different concepts. And then there's the data collection approach themselves. Outcomes data, as I mentioned, is really what we're all outcomes are what we're really all here for, but outcomes data is really tough to collect. And so what data can we collect with integrity, and what insights can we glean from it that are really meaningful? So, again, I think it's a process. I think it's an evolution for each organization. And thankfully, there is a role, I think, for technology to really ameliorate a lot of this, take it off folks' plates so they can get back to deploying capital and building their enterprises.